Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I want to go over the item that I got recently, which is this one, the LG dehumidifier. Reason I need it, I feel like the house is too humid, especially the basement and first floor. That's why we want to try it and see if there's any improvement. Let's open up and see how it looks like. I think it's around 300 something for this dehumidifier. Yeah, as I say, it's Wi-Fi connected and it's 50 pint. There's a built-in pump. So let's open up. Instruction manual right here. So maybe I should do this, huh? Flip it upside down. As you can tell, there's a roller here. So make it easy to push anywhere you need it to. And they come with pump or the drain gauge. I think it's a drain gauge. There we go. So this is where it's connect the water, this little bucket here. I'll take this out too, sticker. So there's a pump drain hose inside. You can connect to the normal drain gauge system on the floor, or you can pump it onto the sink. So you have two ways, or you can connect the water here and you have to empty out every time when it gets full. But for now, I'm gonna let it connect water on this little bucket and see how it goes. And that's how it looks like. And I'm not sure what this is for yet. It's probably connection with the drink system. And there's so many features here. If you look over here, have power, fan speed high, safety standby, and it'll tell you the humidity right here. Up and down, timer, pump, standby, and it will tell you if the bucket is full. Now trying to figure out what this thing is for. I remember you can put a garden hose in it. So basically, besides the normal pump, you can connect your garden hose, just open. Have this little hole right here, connect to it. Then you can connect with the garden hose here to drink out your water as well. So it's so many ways you can do for this one. That's why I got it too, which is right here. And little filter. It's clear color, so you can able to see if it's filled up or not, or it will alert you even when it's filled up too. So let's test it out. Plug it in. Oh, there we go. Some soft music, huh? And let's press the power. The LED screen looks cool. It feels so windy here too. It's cool. And you can set the fan with low. I like the LED color. It's like white color, so advanced. Oh, this is lower. So I want to set my current humidity is 65 on the first floor. Is very, I think I could feel humid already. So that's why I want to see if I can able to get the humidity out before I even turn my AC on. So you can set the setting how much humidity you want to be. 50, let's do 45%. And you can set timer too. Pump doesn't work because I don't have a pump set up. But how can I clear up the timer? Maybe press it. Yeah, and that's it. And we'll come back like a week later and see how it goes with this machine. But overall, then you can hear the loud noise with the high speed and the low speed. Let's see. A little bit lower, but the noise I think is acceptable, the fan speed noise. And you can connect with Smart here using the app, which is also give you diagnosis too, when the water is high or stuff like that. This machine, it was automatic like stop when it reached to certain settings. So I set to 45 and it stops and the cool air comes out. And so far I've been using a few hours and it built up some water level up to here by looking closer. So when it reaches to like full, it should stop working, and then we're gonna leave it overnight and see what happens. It just sounds a little bit loud like the AC wall unit, but overall I can tell the room does less humid. My skin doesn't feel sticky or moist. So now, after a month of usage, I feel like this device is very good. It keeps the house, like the floor, maintaining the temperature that we, the humidity that we set. I would say, now you see there's water being collected. It's almost full. Now I'm gonna try, this is the manual way we go through. Now I'm gonna try using the pump and the hose. See how that works out. So this is where you put the hose and pump. I'm gonna try it out. I'm gonna turn off the machine for a bit. Bucket, I'm gonna connect the water, just a sample. And I'm gonna use the garden hose to try connect and see. And also this is the drain that goes to the downward pipe. I'm gonna try both and see how that works. It feels like vinyl, very thin. So they say that open here. So inside, so if I make it lower, let's see. See, there's a little hole in there. I think this is the lowest I can get. Okay. So this is the little tiny hole here where I'm gonna put into here. So once you put this, supposed to be continuous pump, I'm gonna put the hose, the open end, into the bucket, just in case. They say that as long as you push all the way in, it's very simple. You can hear a click, that means you're already pushing. You also need a pump, like this come with it, a little pump. And connect into a little hole right here. So this button is basically pumping the water. We'll send through here and then go out. Okay, so once you connect this little pump, so once you put it in and then just put the pump right here inside the water, and then put this back in. Right now I have full of tank. Okay, so you see the water right here, and then let's try this out. Let's see if this is gonna pump down the water. The power. And it says bucket full, and I have the pump standby. And you see the sound is, feel like it's pumping the water out. See, all the water is coming out. So convenient, right? Gets still long enough, huh? Wow, so this automatic drinkage is very useful, but this one has to go down to the drain. So cool, huh? And let's check out the garden hose and see how it goes too. Taking this little pump out took me a little bit while to figure out, because I cannot fit 2 fingers, so I have to use a thumbnail. I think there's a ring there, so you kind of have to feel it. It's a little it's a little push. The ring, you can push it. Once you can able push it, and you can able to pull this pump out. So let me try using the garden hose. There's a knot on it. I think it's good. And it comes with a little screw. You can screw in too, but I'm not gonna do it. So you can screw a little hole here to secure it. Okay. So assume everything is screws in. You just connect the garden hose right here. So you see, that's why they give you a screw, because it's loose, right? Okay. So I'm gonna put that hose into this bucket right here. I hope it's just not coming out the water. All right, so I think that should be long enough. Again, I'm gonna turn on the button. Okay, so for this method with the garden hose, it's not gonna drink water with the pump. They say that in the instruction manual, you cannot turn on the pump feature while have this adapter on. It's only work for a small little tube for pumping the water. So I think this method is wait until it full and then it should automatically come out. So I don't find this way particularly interesting. I like the pump better with the small little hose. So this method, when you have the adapter on, the water, instead of going to the bucket, will go to this hole and then slowly will go into the garden hose. So this one cannot use along with the pump. It will disable the pump if you have this adapter on for a garden hose. So I guess depends on which method you preferring. So for now, I'm still using the manual way, if it's full. Oh, yeah, there's some water came out from the floor. Yeah, so it's definitely work, this method, the hose, and then I see water that came out from the floor right here. It's wet. But overall, these are the features that I like about 3 ways you can pick from, you know. And it does really work with the helping the house keeping dry. I think the only downside is, if you talk about big house, I still prefer the whole house humidifier to build in for your AC unit or a separate unit for the whole house dehumidifier. Otherwise, I feel if you live in a small studio, a 1-4 level apartment, or just for using for fit basement, I think this device is very good enough. But for me, I definitely love it. The downside is again, it cannot go through 3 floors, right? Or 4 floor. If you have multiple floors, this might not be ideal. You may consider a whole house. Otherwise, this is a perfect unit to have it in the house. For summertime, when the humidity is high, this thing is gonna trigger. And also you can use with the app to control as well. So that's why this one is a little bit expensive. With 3 methods of drinking water plus the app you can use. The humidifier already saving money on AC. I mean, because AC, the outside unit AC, that's the electricity killer. So to save money, you have to get this. Doesn't have to be this brand, just typical the humidifier. When I turn on the AC, I don't have to turn on very low temperature. Right now, this year I've been setting 80 degrees on my AC unit, and I still feel cold in the house because I don't have too much humidity in the house. That feels the house is drier. So in terms of the AC, setting 80, normally when I start the AC, it take me hour or more in order to get into temperature and stop. That is a lot of electricity. Because I'm setting 80, it stops faster. After 15 to 20 minutes, want to just stop right there. So I feel I'm saving money on this. And doesn't constantly turn on the AC unit as well. So I'm happy with this unit. I think the next upgrade would be my whole house dehumidifier machine. And that's it for this video. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you the next video.